$620.32, but we have a good bit of money coming back into that from the year, so it'll take it up here at the beginning of the year. So I just want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and a safe New Year. So, you got any questions? Nope?
I don't think so. Thank you, Bruce.
And thanks for a good first year. It's been pretty good.
Thank you.
So,
You're doing good.
we're trying.
All right, move on to our city treasurer, Melanie.
In your packet is the report of finances through November, and you see we're sitting on a net income at this point of $702,950.59. And tonight I'm pleased to announce that we sent out the bills to the businesses in town, and we were not expecting them to come back quite so fast. We've had 126 that have paid, and that includes 4 clubs. And that money will be deposited January 2nd because we don't want it to go into this year's budget. $7,340 that we collected on business registrations. We are expecting, based on what we sent out, to get about 11,000, a little more maybe, in business registrations this year. So this is the first time, and with every bill that went out, they had a form to fill out and bring back. That way we can keep an exact accounting of who these businesses are in our community. We've never had it. So this is something new, and it'll help us in years to come to see where our businesses are. And I'd also like to say that the tax office this year has undergone a bit of a reorganization to serve everyone better. We have divided the jobs, and there has been cross-training so that if someone is out, the other people can pick up. Last year we had a tremendous backlog, and as of today, we had no backlog. Everything is balanced, everything is reconciled. This has been a good ending to a year for me. And the school taxes will finish up, of course, the end of this year. And I'm looking forward to going up and working with Cherie to close everything up. Shana will go with me. And I don't anticipate any problem this year on that. And the real estate will also be closing out the first week of January, and Vern and I will be going through the book and checking them off. But all work and deposits are up to date, so I'm looking forward to closing out the school without any problems this year, and looking forward to no audit concerns at all at this point. Thank you, and I wish you a very Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and a very healthy, happy, and prosperous New Year.
Thank you. Thank you. All right. Just going to go into public comment. See, Mr. Dan, you are up.
I'm Daniel Cox with the County Cultural Trust, and first I'd like to thank your willingness to help our organization and support us throughout this last year, and we look forward to working together with City Council and everybody in 2019. I just kind of wanted to go over what programs we have available for this coming year. We have our business signage matching money we can do to any business in the downtown area that has a building. We can match up to $500 for a sign. We can do match up to $1,000 for small facade work. So if a building owner would put $1,000 in it, we can match up to $1,000. So that's a $2,000 project they could do. And these two matching funds are from our fundraisers. We have fundraisers to raise funds for our downtown organization, and this is what comes out of them. One of the major things that we got a grant from the Allegheny Foundation, and we're able to do some major facade work in our downtown. So if the building owner wants to do some major work, we can match up to $10,000. The only stipulation with that is the building has to be 50 years or older, but every building in our downtown pretty much falls into that category. So if they're doing a job that is $20,000, all that they have to pay is $10,000, and we can match that with the Allegheny Foundation funds of $10,000. So far, I've contacted Spatos, Atkins Music, PA House of Treasures, the Double Dragon. They're going to take this program on, and they're going to put 2 new windows in their downstairs of their building. And I also contacted Skip Colburn because he wanted to do some repointing on the front of his building, which is located across from the Collinsville Canteen. So if you know any businesses in our downtown area that want to take advantage of these, please direct them in our direction.
And that is included on the west side too, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that'd be spread out a
It
little bit.
starts at, over on North Pittsburgh Street, it starts at Peachins Express, goes down to Pittsburgh Street to the First Baptist Church, and then from IC Church all the way down to Sheets, anybody located in that area. And it also includes parts of Yacht River Park as well. So the city calendar that's on the city website is all updated with 2019, all the dates of all the board meetings and all that other stuff. The Chamber of Commerce is going to be updating it with all the Chamber of Commerce events throughout the year. And if you know of any other events, you all have access to the calendar as well. You can update them, or just let me know and I can update them as we go. It's a great place for somebody to go to one location and see what's going on all over the city. Because the city has it on their website, and also the trust, we have it on ours, and we have it on our downtown Collinsville website as well. The city planters, this spring we're going to be putting some fresh dirt and new plants in some of the planters along North Pittsburgh Street, because over the years the soil has gotten crushed down. And we also got with the Votech, they're going to make 7 more of those metal bird feeder things like they did for Crawford Avenue, and we're going to put them on Pittsburgh Street and some of the planters there. Those are all going to be spring projects. This year we were able to create a walking map for the hotel. It was so successful that we printed 2,500 walking maps, and they all got taken. So we've seen people walking around our city actually with those maps from the hotel. We're going to be doing it again in 2019. So far we have 18 businesses that signed up. If you know anybody that wants to be on the walking map from the hotel, let us know. We also put the distances, how far it is from the hotel if you just walk there. And I think Bud Murphy's was the farthest one that we got, and it was 22 minutes from the hotel if you walked. It wasn't very far. So this year we're going to be printing 3,000 of them. And lastly, the Harold Betters plaque. I gave you all a copy of what it's going to look like. I got with Cheryl. She's really enthusiastic and happy that the way this turned out. We were able to put Harold's picture on there. If you recall, you named the band shell after Harold Betters a while ago, but no plaque was ever presented to honor him. We partnered with the Rotary, the Collinsville Historical Society, and ourselves. Rotary was able to get a grant, a small grant from the Rotary Foundation to help fund the plaque. And we also applied through our organization with the Lower Highlands Visitors Bureau to fund the plaque the rest of the way. And we also added in some signage for our public art pieces to put who made the public art, what year was it made, and what the name of it is. Because if you look at any of our public art pieces, it doesn't have any information on who the makers were. So that's also coming. Any questions?
Is this going to be mounted on the front of the stage like we talked, or is this going somewhere else?
Anywhere you want it mounted, it can be mounted.
So I know we had talked about the 2 front pillars of the band shell there.
Yeah, we can mount them on one of the pillars. Yeah.
Are you all still thinking about getting the Heritage Trail sign for East Park to put on the other one if we do one?
Yeah, that's in the works as well with this Lower Highlands grant. So
When would this be ready?
we're hoping to do. We don't want to have an event in the winter for
Right,
Harold. Maybe we were talking with Cheryl. She said the spring would be better.
Okay.
So the Lower Highlands is going to notify us sometime the first week of January if we got this grant or not. Even if we don't get the grant, we were gonna go ahead and at least get the Blackburn Herald. And she felt the spring would be a better time to get him down there and kind of have an unveiling.
It would be fun to have some kind of little event,
Yeah.
you know, to
Roxanne,
celebrate
with the
it.
psychological center, she wants to plan a big event around that, so
Wow, I'm happy to hear that.
more information to come.
Well, thank you, Dan. Thanks so much. My son always wanted to do that. Be fun. That would be fun. Anything to drink and listen to music. All right. I guess no one else here to speak? No? Okay. We're gonna move right on to our regular agenda. We're gonna approve the minutes from the November council meeting. Be it resolved by the City Council, City of Collinsville, to approve the minutes from the November 20th, 2018 City Council meeting. I so move. Is there a second?
Second.
City Clerk, take the vote.
Councilwoman Tizan?
Yes.
Councilman Keating?
Yes.
Councilman Carpiak?
Yes.
Councilman Topper?
Yes.
Mayor Lincoln?
Yes. I'm going to approve to waive the four-day rule. Be it resolved by the City Council of the City of Collinsville to waive the four-day resolution rule to allow for items submitted after the four-day rule to be read at the meeting tonight. Such resolutions will be marked with an asterisk. I so move. Is there a second?
Second.
City Clerk, take the vote.
Councilman Carpiak?
Yes.
Councilman Topper?
Yes.
Councilwoman Tizan?
Yes.
Councilman Keating?
Yes.
Mayor Lincoln?
Yes. And Chief, you want to come up?
School District 3300.
They're calling me too. They're calling to remind us this is getting out early.
Mayor, members of the City Council, I respectfully submit the November 2018 Collinsville Police Report. A total of $5,424.49 in fines was remitted to the city treasurer. Complaints answered, we had 353. Requests for assistance, 45. Courtesy warnings issued, 23. Criminal and traffic-related arrests, 6. Traffic accidents investigated, 13. Traffic citations issued, 99. Non-traffic citations, 23. Miles traveled with police vehicles during the month of November, 5,723 miles.
Did we solve the loud boom phenomenon that happened over the weekend? Because apparently it was heard all the way to Smithfield. I mean, I'm not kidding you. It's amazing. I don't know. At 10:30 at night, the booms that happened in Collinsville were going 25 miles away.
Honestly, I do not know. I didn't get to look into that. I didn't read.
I wasn't in town. I come home to it, and I just figured I'd just throw
I
it out
didn't read
there.
that report. I heard a boom before you texted me.
Yes,
to see what
you did
was
say-
going on. And I assumed that it was the trains because I hear the
Which-
same type rolls up over the hill towards my house, and that's what I thought it was.
Well, I'm just, to roll that in, I think that, you know, people, especially on the west side, are kind of on edge over, because since we had our shooting last week. Anything you can update the community on that?
It's currently still under investigation. You know, we made some progress with it. We did file charges, and we have an arrest warrant for a female individual, and we're currently seeking her. She's kind of on the run. She was supposed to turn herself in on Monday. That didn't happen, so we're still looking for her. So pretty much it's basically solved. That there's some other parts that we got to plug in and put the puzzle together. But yeah,
Do we feel this as an isolated incident?
yes.
Because I know that, you know, I know we have a business owner here that's on our council that's 2 doors down, and other business owners around there are very, very concerned of this.
Well, we're, of course, we're all concerned about the activity taking place that we have reports of at that establishment, and we are currently looking into other avenues to resolve that. I can't mention now.
I totally understand.
I can't
just-
talk about that. but-
the city's aware, and we definitely do not want these types of activities to happen here. We work very hard, and you all work very hard to keep the city safe, and we would like for those types of things not to happen here.
Well, it's being looked into.
Okay,
Measures are being taken to.
all right,
Yes.
perfect. Officer Garlick is here tonight, and we're going to discuss opening up a bank account for this future K-9 unit here that we're going to try to establish. He's been actively going out looking for donations to cover the cost of this unit. You want to just talk about what the bank account, what we're going to do with the bank account and how it's going to work?
The K-9 unit can be very successful in a department, and I believe that we have some problems here that this drug/patrol dog would be able to help with the big drug problem that all communities are having right now. And that would be an awesome thing for us to have in our weapons. And if you have any questions, Officer Garlick has gone out and he has done a lot of work to put in all the pieces together to make this thing happen. If there's any questions about financing or whatever, he'd be more than happy to talk to us about it. What we're looking to do is we want a place to start here. So by getting this bank account open up for us, he's soliciting donations and we're looking into grants for funding for this, so it's not coming out of the police budget and then it's not going to be a burden of the taxpayer. We're looking for this thing to get funded other ways.
So basically,
we can make this thing
so
work.
basically looking at is opening up a K-9 unit bank account,
Yes.
which solely will be used for fundraising efforts. It won't be going to anything else. It will be for that cause.
That only,
Yes.
yes.
Do anyone else have a question about that?
Ongoing money support for that?
Yes, that's all it would be. He'd be going out soliciting. That we probably won't find out about the grant until the actual grant through the Ben Roethlisberger Foundation until early next year.
Yeah, when we applied, we were told that the Roethlisberger grant would be announced in February.
Okay.
There are a number of other grants that we've applied for and intend to apply for, two of which have already been approved. And we're just waiting for means to deposit the money.
Wonderful.
As far as ongoing support, it's very realistic for programs like this to be supported throughout their lifetime through fundraising efforts and donations without any burden to the taxpayer or the police budget. My intention after the program is developed is to have at least a yearly major fundraising event like other departments do, whether it be some sort of cash bash, bingo event, something to that effect. That's what they call it.
To give you any idea of what it costs a year to have a dog, how much money you would have to raise?
Yearly cost is fairly minimal. Startup cost is more significant. Purchasing the canine, the initial training, the purchasing vehicle, equipment, and things like that. But as far as ongoing costs, the only things we're looking at are any emergency medical services. With a veterinarian who's already agreed to provide us with free regular vet care. Food will already be donated. So really just upkeep of equipment, and any emergency vet services, God forbid that would occur, of course.
Can you tell us briefly what are the advantages to having a canine other than sicking him on somebody?
Well, there are many, and actually, so when you're looking at a canine unit, there's what's called usage and deployments. And it also depends on what type of canine you have. Our intention is to have what is called a dual-purpose canine, meaning it's certified in patrol work and narcotics detection. Patrol work means The dog can make criminal apprehensions, can do tracks, article searches, so that would be for finding maybe a weapon that was thrown by a suspect based on the source of human odor, as well as building searches. If there's maybe a subject inside of a building, the canine will be able to search the building and make an apprehension. And of course, I think we're all pretty well versed on what narcotics detection would involve, whether it be searching the vehicle, a home, things of that nature.
Now, if he, excuse me, if he's walking, you're walking the dog down the street and he gets a hit on somebody walking by with narcotics, is that just cause for search? Tell me yes.
Well, Tim probably can answer that too, though.
Case law in Pennsylvania, a canine search, or I'll rephrase that. A canine sniff in Pennsylvania, so to sniff something, a person or a vehicle, is considered a search, okay, by constitutional guidelines, but does not fall under the common Fourth Amendment requirements for a search. So a canine sniff, if there's a positive alert, in most cases will give a police officer grounds to, or probable cause rather, to complete a search. For a canine to actually sniff a person and give a positive alert, it's not very common, and the situation leading up to that would not be very common. It'd be very uncommon for us to order a canine to sniff a person to provide a positive search, if that makes sense.